Right there, he's a complete player. It'll certainly be interesting to keep an eye on this rivalry throughout the event.
Absolutely tattooed that drive.
Time for the second shot into the first. Handy effort, that one. Always nice to have a birdie putt.
It's looking solid.
Well, that's a lovely way to get going. They've already started this event under par.
I can't ever recall him making a birdie and feeling bad about it. So yes, birdie on the first, great job.
And as we head to the second tee, the first of the par fives, and as we talked about, you've got to get off to a great start at Pebble Beach.
Absolutely, a par 5 that almost every player should be able to reach into. Just avoid the bunkers right and left, and you're going to have a clean shot into a very narrow green.
Oh, good drive. That one should find the fairway. Well, Rich, here's one of our proven performers in the FedEx Cup points race. They've been there or thereabouts for most of the season, and they go into this tournament as one of the strong favourites. It hardly seems a surprise, doesn't it?
Without a doubt, the best player all around on tour in my mind's eye. It is no shock to see them contending for the lead once again.
There's part of about 6 feet coming up.
A chance to get 2 back on the course here. This one for Eagle.
This one started out on a good line. Super shot, that. And this effort by Justin Thomas.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 27 feet from the cup.
Come on, ball. Don't deny him.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Teeing off here at the third hole.
Coming off an eagle at the last, momentum on their side for this player.
Oh, absolutely flushed. Justin Thomas, major champion, world #1 player, really has all the attributes, doesn't he, Rich?
He does. His focus on his own game is amazing. I think that this kid really understands how to play the game. He's got all the shots, but he doesn't try and get up there and hit it as hard as he can every single time. He gets out there and he learns how to play the game, hit the finesse shots when you need it, take some risks when you need to, but also back off when you don't need to. This kid is a real deal, complete game from head to toe.
This would be a great up and down from this spot. Ooh, wouldn't that have been nice? Very crafty, that shot.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
Rich, we get our first look at the beach here at Pebble Beach. This fourth, there's a short one, but beguiling.
It is just around the 325-yard mark. Most players tend to lay up and just have a wedge for their second. However, the big sticks, they can go ahead and take a rip at it, but beware, the beach lurks closely down the right-hand side.
Wow, that was just striped. Nice recovery there.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down. That will work. On a roll here with back-to-back birdies.
Fantastic start right out of the gates.
The fifth hole, Rich, the first of the par threes. Much to it?
There is. This green is tiny. It's minuscule. And you have what over to the right-hand side? Oh, yes, the Pacific Ocean. No, thank you. A par 3 here is an excellent score.
Opting for the 6-iron. Oh, wonderful shot. And a chance for birdie at the fifth. A 7-footer right here. Nice stroke. Nice one. Fourth birdie of the day.
That hole looks double the size for this player this week.
Leading by 5 shots after that. The sixth hole here, Rich, at Pebble Beach, is a tale of two halves, isn't it? A strong tee shot down the hill towards the ocean, and then the second, the approach shot back up the hill.
There's no doubt about it, Luke. This is just a spectacular par 5. The beauty of it, though, is that you can mess it up in a hurry. This is a very difficult par 5. Don't make any bones about it.
Attaboy, good shot. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
They're setting up this next shot into quite an elevated green, Luke.
Looks to be going with the 6-iron. This should play. Outstanding approach shot. Trying to get to 8 under par with this putt.
Surely it's going to.
Bit too heavy-handed there. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here. Yeah, they're good momentum makers, those ones. Good putt for birdie. And that will take him to 7 under. Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
So after that effort, let's have a look at the contenders and the pretenders. Our current leader enjoys a 5-shot advantage. We head across to the par 3 7th. We always talk about it in golf. It doesn't need to be a long one to be a great one.
Luke, this could be one of the most picturesque par 3s in all of golf. Who says great par 3s need to be more than 150 yards? Not a single one of them. I love this hole.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing. Lining up the birdie putt here.
Putt is underway.
Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Well, this will be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. Ouch, that hurts. Well, it's a bit disappointing. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. Our current leader is enjoying a 7-stroke advantage. Well, after the beauty of the 7th, we go to the beast that is the 8th. Is there a tougher 2-shotter on the property?
Not to my knowledge, no. At just around 425 yards, you're going to lay up to the end of the fairway. No driver needed. But the second shot is where it gets difficult. Downhill, a very small green. You knock it on here in 2, and you've done well. Yeah, that's just not going to work for him.
Henny, how bad is this lie?
Oh, they got so unlucky here, just off the fairway, but not sitting nicely.
Going with the 7.
Got great connection here. Yeah, this is looking good.
Oh, this has been a ball striking clinic. Another green in regulation.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Pebble Beach has a terrific stretch of par 4 starting from the 8th right through to the end of the 11th. Let's take a look at the 9th.
This is an interesting hole because it wants to make you aim left, but there's a bunker there that you need to avoid. Funny enough, there's a lot more room out to the right than what you can see off the tee. A very strong par 4 to finish the front 9.
And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
And from around 135 yards.
And choosing the 8-iron here.
Oh, this is on a fantastic line. Is it the right distance?
And this effort by Justin Thomas.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. He's making this look easy. Keeps surging ahead. Well, Rich, this is the pivotal final 9 coming up, and the players perfectly positioned. They've given themselves a chance.
Well, Luke, it's been fun watching this player duke it out with their rival, that's for sure. They're winning the rivalry thus far. Should be fun to see where these two end up at the end of the event.
Second shot here at the 10th. Chosen the pitching wedge here.
This one looks to be on a pretty good line.
That was exactly what the doctor ordered.
Absolutely. In there close. Good look at birdie coming up.
That's impressive. He just keeps extending his advantage over the field.
Playing now from the fairway bunker.
Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands.
Well, the leader is really starting to gap the field now. They're 10 strokes ahead. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action.
Well, Rich, we start to head home, but first we've got to head up the hill on this short par 4 11th.
Thankfully, a breather hole after the last few. This is just a 3-wood. Could be a driver up the hill. Second shot, very short, but beware, this green pitches severely from back to front. Watch the spin on your second shot.
It's heading to the rough for mine. This shot.
from the first cut of rough.
Going with the pitching wedge here.
What a shot from the rough. This is gorgeous. And this player seems to not be too intimidated having Justin Thomas in their group today. That was a fantastic shot into this green.
An opportunity for a birdie here.
Get excited. This could go in. That wasn't your best effort, was it? Right on 4 feet. Should make this one.
This is what they have left for a par.
Looking good. Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you'd think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert? Currently 11 under par for the round. First of the back 9 par 3s is the 12th.
And this is a mean one. Not going to lie. It's mean. It's right around 185 yards, but the green, once again, very tiny. You come up short in that deep bunker, you're bound to make a 4.
Going with the 6-iron here. That's an absolute ripper. What a shot. Oh, these are big momentum putts. Let's make this one from 9 feet. Not a bad line, this. And down she goes. And now that finds him in first place. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. Not bad. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
I can see the 125-yard marker just nearby.
4 right.
Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Nice shot, that. That should find the surface. Well, that'll be one of the shots of the day, that's for sure.
Well, this is what you got to expect when you're coming up against a tour player. They put the pressure on.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. And that should secure the par on this one. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player.
And this is quite an astonishing performance by our leader. Their advantage now out to double digits. I'm not sure if the chase back is good enough to catch them.
As we head to the 14th, I know the 18th gets all the attention here at Pebble Beach, but this is a strong par 5.
Oh, this is a good one. I love this par 5. Just hit it just down the left-hand side. You can't reach the far bunkers down the left. Lay up with a long iron, maybe a fairway wood, but watch out. This third shot gets awfully tricky.
That drive heading straight towards the cut stuff.
Second shot here on the 14th hole. Seems to have chosen the 3-wood. Oh, this one's right down the pipe. How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. Oh, I love this type of courage, Rich. Going forward in two.
Two big hits there, knocking it on this par 5 and 2.
This is on a great line.
A birdie putt awaits. Just building upon his advantage, he keeps making the important plays. This player must be in heaven. Their lead is now 11. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action.
It looked like it came out of a cannon. Second shot here on the 15th. And this effort by Justin Thomas.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here.
Just a 4-footer remaining. Don't want to miss it. Could be costly.
This for a birdie run.
That's pretty tidy. Wow, back-to-back birdies. And what a time to make them.
And a nice feeling it must be to have that sizable of a lead coming down the stretch.
Still in the lead now after that hole.
3 holes remaining, Luke. This is getting awfully fun.
Rich, the 16th, not a long par 4, but really requires some accuracy on approach.
It does. Lay up to the top of the hill, and you can look down on this green, which pitches severely from right to left. Just a wonderful short par 4.
That's an awful error. And here we are with the third shot. That's lovely weight, getting it right up by the hole. Excellent job. Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Should find the green here. Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. Let's head to 7, one of the most famous par 3s in all of golf, Rich.
Yes, just over 175 yards on the cart. It's a tale of 2 greens. When the pin is up front right, it's a birdie opportunity. Back left, find the green, make your 3, and sprint to the 18th tee box.
Choosing the 9-iron here. Well, there's a very good reason why he's leading this tournament, and that's Exhibit A. Trying to get to 15 under now with this opportunity. Go on, get in the hole. That's inside the range. Currently 15 under par for the round. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. Well, what a lovely position to be in. Holding the lead, playing the last. Good luck. Quality shot, that one.
Playing from around 210 yards here.
Opting for the 5-iron. This one's headed towards the rough. A big, bold play, and it almost paid off. Close to the surface. Let's see if they can get it up and down.
What a sensational play on this par 5 there, Luke.
A chance to chip in here and snatch the title. Get this putt to drop, and he'll win the event here.
Well, you can start etching that name into the Wall of Champions, forever etched in history here at Pebble Beach. AT&T Pro-Am champion. Well played.
And no better feeling, Luke, than to win on this classic layout. Pebble Beach Golf Links, a victory they will surely remember for the rest of their days.
Well, Rich, after that hot start, it's probably little surprise that this player powered through to victory.
This player absolutely dominated all week long, all tournament long. Great job. You don't see this happen very often.
Well, that was a thrilling day, and on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Today's coverage of the Waste Management Phoenix Open is about to kick off.
Delighted to have 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem in the booth. I'm Luke Elvey, and it's a good morning to Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm looking forward to bringing you the action from the ground level for this week's featured group. Now there's a sense of heightened competition this week, and this player has mentioned that they're starting up a rivalry this week with their playing partner.
Well, Henny, it sounds like this player's going for gold. They're trying to beat Xander Schauffele.
I wouldn't want to try and beat an Olympian. A gold medal winning Olympian with hair as good as Xander Schauffele and a swing as good as Xander Schauffele? No, no thank you. I'll leave this up to them.
Yes, I'm just looking through his list of weaknesses, and let me just list them off now. Yep, none. Good luck to you.
The second hole at TPC Scottsdale is a mid-range par 4, playing 442 yards from the tips. The bunkers on the right side need to be avoided, which leaves a good mid to short iron approach to a green that is bunkered front, left and right. So a good accurate approach required. Wow, that was just striped.
Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's sitting there in the rankings at 4th.
Here's Xander Schauffele.
That's incredible. Well, that shot took some serious skill. Xander Schauffele, delightful player out of San Diego, California. He's got that cool vibe about him. Came out, won early a few times, but then he seems to have struggled to find that next step, hasn't he? He's sort of golf's almost man, except when he got that gold medal put around his neck.
I think that took his confidence to a place where it should have been in the first place, Luke. I think that this young man, he's got no weaknesses, very little weaknesses, if anything, in the game. I look at him and think, why hasn't he won more? Well, the problem is that he's put himself in contention so many times that there's only one person in the game that has won at a clip that he could have, and that's Tiger Woods. When you put yourself into contention as often as he does, you're just not always going to win. Somebody is going to come from back in the pack, shoot a great round, and you might struggle just a little bit, whatever the case. But yes, he hasn't closed as many tournaments as he would have liked, but he is there each and every week. I got to say, this kid he's a world beater. He's going to be phenomenal.
Rich, I know it feels like we say this each week, but I just love being here in Phoenix. If there is one event on the tour that just seems to elevate itself beyond all the others because of all the people that come here to enjoy it, it's this one.
It is certainly a different event than all the others. Now, there's other tournaments that are trying to replicate what they do here in Phoenix, but none of them are successful with it. When you have as many as 650,000 people coming through the gates during the week, you know you're in for a different, unique opportunity here on the PGA Tour. And to play in front of all those folks, even though you know most of them aren't really watching you play golf, they're kind of looking around the crowds and being entertained by everybody else. Still, to have all those people just seemingly right on top of you, it gets to be a little nerve-wracking for some of these players.
Oh yeah, this is tracking nicely.
And down it goes for an eagle. And at the end of that hole, he's gone into clear outright leader. The par 3 4th at TPC Scottsdale. Fairly straightaway hole, but bunkers again. Front, left and short right. Requires a pretty accurate and solid strike. Going with the 8-iron here. This one might need to get down a little. You like that, didn't you? And Henny, what are they looking at here?
All right, down the hill here. Got to be gentle. Oh, that was such a good stroke.
It's a lovely putt to make for birdie. Take some pride in that one.
And with that, he'll move to 5 under par.
We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently in 4th place.
And the players left with an opportunity to get up and down here from the sand. Oh my, how about that for a par?
And look out, guys. This rivalry looks like it's going to get pretty interesting today as he's making up some ground on his playing partner.
The 5th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a strong par 4, playing 470 yards from the back tees. There's a big bunker down the right-hand side that will catch any drive not hit with authority. The approach must be accurate with the bunker on the left-hand side. Anything just slightly missed here will be punished. Not sure if that's how they drew it up.
Coming up a little short with that effort. Not bad, though.
Getting ready to play their third. Wow. Yeah. Golf clap. Really good. Let's get back to it, shall we? Sitting at 5 under for the day. Currently in the lead. Lovely touch. Well played.
Yes. Very smooth tempo there on that chip.
If he makes this, he'll save his par. Good stroke.
Oh, that's a clutch par.
This guy is putting the lights out of it this week.
Currently in first position. The 6th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a solid mid-range par 4. 432 off the back tees. Again, it's more position off the tee that's required here with the bunkers on the left-hand side. A bold player is to fly it over that bunker on the left and leave just a short wedge in. Bold players will get after this hole, but the safe strategy lays back before them. This one needs to kick left. Trying to get to 6 under now with this putt. This one's dialed in. And with that, that's their 4th birdie. And that will take him to 6 under. And after that performance, they'll stay right where they are in the standings. The 7th here at Scottsdale is a par 3, a straightaway hole, but bunkers left and right of this green ensure that a nice straight shot is required. Going with the hybrid. See if he can get that one to come back to the left a little. A wonderful shot and a chance for birdie here at the 7th.
Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Oh, you've made it. What a play. Okay, let's get back to the action. 12 feet to the cup coming up.
Looking for another birdie here. Now that's how you roll the rock.
And racking up their 5th birdie of the day.
Kinda like it. 2 in a row.
Now 6 shots in front after that hole. The 8th hole at TPC Scottsdale is a very strong par 4, playing over 475 yards from the back tee. There's a couple of pot bunkers down the left-hand side that need to be avoided so you can get to the green in 2. If you're going hard here, there's a tree on the right-hand side that can prevent a good second shot or a line to the green. 2 well-struck shots required to get to this green, and even then, your par's not secure. Good shot there, Beamer. This shot is about 140 yards out.
This one's left of the green. Wow, they really put on a show with that approach shot, and their rival, Xander Schauffele, appears to be taking notice as well.
This putt coming up is for birdie.
Yeah, that one pulled straight off the blade.
Big putt for par coming up. This one's looking good.
Yeah, we'll take that. We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Oh, that one just missed the hole. And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. Our leader is out in front by a whopping 5 strokes. The finishing hole on the front 9 at TPC Scottsdale was a par 4, measuring 453 yards from the back tees. There's plenty of room off the tee to the left, just so you can avoid that bunker on the right. There's a bunker short of the green here that needs to be avoided, a short little pot bunker. But 2 solid shots here will allow a chance for a birdie. Yeah, this is a quality looking shot, this one. That should find the short stuff. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Yeah, he's got around 125 here.
Well, that's well played. And a chance for birdie here at the 9th.
And they've been rolling the ball great today. Another great look.
Oh, just missed. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. And as they leave that hole, Rich, you'd imagine a little bit frustrated after such a great shot in. The 10th at TPC Scottsdale is a short par 4, measuring just 428 yards from the tips. There's a huge bunker down the right side of this fairway, which suggests maybe less than driver is necessary off the tee. What you want to do is set up for a good angle of approach, though. There's a couple of pot bunkers to the short right of this green and a big one to the front left to be avoided. Sitting at 7 under, outright first here.
Yep, solid connection. This is looking good. What a shot from that nasty lie. Should be proud of that.
5 feet coming up to the cup.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
Gee, that's good playing. 6 birdies in a round. And that will take him to 8 under. And that fine play ensures they hold top spot on the leaderboard, with Jon Rahm trailing in 2nd place. And that's a nice strike. This one should find the fairway. Water becomes a real feature here in the final 9 holes at TPC Scottsdale. Here we are exposed to it at 11.
Second shot at 11 is very difficult. Water hugging the left-hand side. The bunker fronting the green is no fun. The one in the back part of the green is no fun. Anything out to the right is just fine.
Let's check in with Lydia Ko from earlier. Oh, that's the shot. Go ahead and make one. Don't worry about getting it up and down. Okay, time to return to the action. Let's see if we can make this big putt for birdie. This is buckets. Oh, what an excellent time to make a big putt like that. And you bet their rival knows just what happened. And after that hole, they currently lead in first place with Jon Rahm in 2nd. The 12th for TPC Scottsdale is a par 3 measuring 192 yards off the back tees. Not much to this hole except the bunkers left to be avoided, although water can sneak in on the right up near the green if anything is slightly pushed. Not a bad approach. Grab the putter from the caddy. You're dancing. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
That'll help make a big move. Let's return to live play now. All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
This one's 13 feet from the cup. This is what they have left for birdie here.
Just didn't drop.
Putting for a par here. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole.
The 13th is one of the good scoring holes in the closing 9 at TPC Scottsdale. It's a par 5 measuring 558 yards. Job 1 is to avoid that huge water hazard to the right or the tree on the left-hand side that juts out into the fairway. If you're clear, you'll have a chance to knock it up near towards the green or just laying it back to a comfortable yardage of around 100, 125 yards. A chance for a birdie here to really ignite your charge. Opting for the 5-wood.
The wind was howling, but that didn't matter.
Just a 4-footer remaining. Well, that'll play.
And that fine play ensures they hold top spot on the leaderboard, with Jon Rahm trailing in second place.
The 14th is a strong par 4, almost measuring 500 yards from the back tees. The bunker that sits in the fairway should be covered. Anything around 190 to 200 yards out will give you a green light to go for this flag, although a 4 here never hurts.
Playing this shot from about 170 yards out. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron.
That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite.
Putting for birdie.
This is looking solid, what they wanted.
Well, what a performance. 8 birdies on the card.
We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot.
And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. Our leader really starting to gap the field now. Their advantage is 9 shots.
The 15th is a very important hole, the par 5, 553 yards from the back tees. Either makes or breaks around here at TPC Scottsdale. That huge penalty area to the left is to be avoided if you're to make a decent score. A good drive will allow you to go for this island green in 2. Although if you're too far back, no point taking it on as there's water everywhere to collect your ball. Laying up to the 115, 20-yard marker will give you just an easy wedge here and a chance to still make your birdie.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron.
That's well played, pin high. That's the mark of a ball striker. Just 6 feet between he and the hole.
This looks like it's got the speed and the line.
The putt drops and it's 14 under par heading down the stretch.
What a great feeling being that far ahead with just 4 to play.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that.
3 holes remaining, folks. Hang on to your hats. This is going to be a wild and woolly finish.
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. Lovely effort that. A good look at a birdie here. That was a gallant attempt. It's just about 3 feet away.
Down she goes. Let's head to the next. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, what a super shot.
Oh, a messy little lie in the bunker, but that is not a problem for this player. Yes, in the hole.
This dramatic finish at TPC Scottsdale has no shortage of options at the 17th, Rich.
If you've hit the driver but you miss the green, you gotta miss it out to the right-hand side to have any hope of getting it up and down for the birdie. However, you knock it on this green and one, you never know, you could make it 2.
Oh, that is flushed. Get on the green. Trying to get to 16 under with this putt.
They're staring this down for eagle.
This is a good chance.
We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Here's Xander Schauffele. That's a high-quality recovery shot.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
The finishing hole at TPC Scottsdale requires a great drive. The big water has it down the left-hand side, and the Church Pew bunkers make it a very difficult drive. Anything out to those bunkers on the right will leave a good angle approach. Once you hit this shot, make sure you get it the right area on the green if you're to make your birdie. That's a good-looking shot there.
This one heading towards the green. This putt for him to win the event.
Yep, tracking nicely.
Well done to this player who was able to tame TPC Scottsdale and walk away with the WM Open victory.
And an impressive victory it was there, Luke, in front of 125,000 fans on this Sunday. That was impressive.
That was an outstanding start by this player, Rich, and they've gone on to victory. What a way to win.
It's very rare where you see a player absolutely dominate a field like they did in this tournament. Unbelievable job all around.
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports. On behalf of Rich Beam, the entire hard-working folks and team here, I'm Luke Elvey. We look forward to your company next time.
2K Sports and the PGA Tour proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Genesis Invitational. Today's coverage is just about to begin.
I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth. And it's hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, great to be here. As this event kicks off, our featured group consists of 2 players who appear to have entered into quite the rivalry.
Well, this week, Henny, it looks like they're intending to beat the big-hitting Brooke Henderson. She might be a kind Canadian, but certainly a fierce rival.
Yeah, she's not going to say sorry. Just make sure you don't look in her trophy cabinet beforehand because you might get intimidated. There's some big major championships in there. Brooke Henderson, speaking of big, hits it big, got big game, and is just so lovely on top of it all. I almost don't want her to be beaten.
Yes, she's a born winner, isn't she, Brooke Henderson? This is going to be a tough rivalry, but one if you can win will certainly build your confidence.
What an opportunity to make a birdie. This looks good. Fair effort, that. Good birdie.
Can't birdie them all unless you birdie the first, Luke. Good start.
With that hole complete, this player is currently tied for top spot alongside Justin Rose.
We know that Riviera starts with a 5-4, but it may as well be a 4-5 because the par 4 second is tougher than the par 5 first.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. The second shot moves a little bit from left to right, back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's a sensational second hole.
Chosen the pitching wedge here.
Should find the green.
3 feet to go here to the hole.
This is their look at birdie.
Oh, what a stroke.
And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She had a bad previous hole, came off with bogey.
How close was that to going down? And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. Pacific Palisades in California, the site of Riviera, the third hole, par 4, elevated tee shot.
And a fairly generous fairway, a little bit more room out to the left than what players can see off the tee shot. Second shot is going to be downhill to a green that basically chases away from the player, going from the front portion of it all the way to the back. Difficult to get your second shot close here.
Rich, Canadian golf has had a number of people to be able to hang their hat on over the years. Obviously, most recent on the men's side, Mike Weir is a major winner, but the impact that Brooke Henderson has had on the game seems to have been even more significant.
It has been, and she doesn't carry the mantle just for women's golf in Canada. She carries the mantle for Canadian golf in general. She's such an amazing, delightful young lady to be around. Her personality is infectious. She's just a good soul. And she carries that around to the golf course. I mean, two-time major winner. But what I'm impressed about most with her game, Luke, is the fact that, you know, she is such a long hitter in the game. You don't quite see too many women in the game right now that they don't talk about hitting it long like we do in the men's game. But make no bones about it, she hits it a long way out there. That gives her a massive advantage over some of the other players, and that's why she is such a prolific winner on the LPGA.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf.
Full of confidence as well with their putter. Gotta like their chances. Better than most.
Well, that's an early statement right there. And with that, he'll move to 4 under par.
And as we take a look at the standings, this player is currently in first, with Justin Rose second.
Rich, the PGA Tour is basically a power game these days, although the 5th here at Riviera forces players just to hold off the tee.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close. This one's got eyes for the flagstick.
What do we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rivals scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
Come on, ball. Come on.
And back to the course with the live action. Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. And another one goes. And with it, an increase of his lead.
That is definitely a confidence builder.
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. The 6th hole here at Riviera is very unique, isn't it, Rich?
Who puts a bunker in the center of the green? No one else except for the folks at Riviera Country Club. I love this hole.
It's just a tad off line, that one. Headed towards the left. This would be a great up and down. Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones. Right on 8 feet.
This for par.
That starts off on a good line.
For the par.
Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. Let's head to the par 4 7th at the Riv. Again, it's a par 4 that requires placement of the tee.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it. But again, you push it a little bit, and now the Barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
That's tracking. They've held it. That's very gutsy.
Yeah, in the bunker off the tee. Great recovery.
And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Didn't quite have the right stuff there.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard.
Our leader is up by 4 shots now. The par 4 8th at Riviera is a choose your own adventure. Which fairway do you like to take?
I think most players are going to try and go down the left-hand side, as it seems to be the easier of the two these days. However, where they stick that flagstick, well, that's a different question. If they stick it up front right, the left-hand side of the fairway, that's not the easiest approach. So better be mindful of where that flagstick is in order to pick which side of the fairway you want to drive it down.
Around 110 yards to go. Opting for the 9-iron. Not a bad play, that one. This putt to get to 7 under the card.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
This one's tracking.
That's a good putt to make that one. That's back-to-back birdies.
I like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Leading by 4 strokes after that one. The final hole on the outward half is a par 4 playing back up towards the clubhouse, Rich. It's a good par 4.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
Why don't we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She's currently trailing her rival. Let's see what happens here.
What a shot! Almost went in the bucket.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Yeah, they've left it in the perfect spot here, just below the hole. They can be aggressive up the hill.
Surely it's going to.
Well, you're going to be hard to catch now if you keep making putts like that. And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. Lovely position for our leader here, Rich. Out in front, but a few holes to go.
Well, after 9, so far so good. It's great to see these two players stepping up, getting the best out of their games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
Well, that is cranked right out there. Can it get onto the surface? Here we are, Rich. A wonderful opportunity on the table. The chance to go back-to-back. Just how big would that be?
Obviously massive, but I'm very impressed. They've put themselves in a position to win for the 2nd week in a row. Impressive.
Close to the surface here, the green side rough. And just about 8 feet left to the hole. Good looking putt. Well holed.
And as we take a look at the leaderboard, this player is in top spot and Justin Rose is 2nd.
The par 5 11th, one of the better scoring holes on the course. Players are thinking 4 when they stand on this tee.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, 2nd shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
Well, that's a handy shot. This putt to get to 10 under par.
A great opportunity here. This for eagle.
Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade.
And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
Yeah, she's down, she's behind, her rivals scooting ahead. Let's see what happens.
Oh, that's clutch. What a way to save your par. Oh, here she goes, marching up the leaderboard. Our current leader is up by a whopping 7 shots now. When you stand on the 12th tee, Rich, you're thinking to yourself, oh, a couple of strong back-to-back par 4s, and it starts right here.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevent you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your 2nd shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
What's in front of them, Henny?
He's got 10 feet here. I think he likes it.
Tracking. Yeah, I think he pulled that one. Pretty obvious, actually.
And this putt coming up for his par. Sitting at 10 under par for the day. Rich, the 13th hole. Slightly different look off the tee.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left. Requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the 2nd shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the Barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
Putting for birdie here.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
Looks good.
Oh, so close. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. That's a disappointing par in the end after such a terrific shot in. The 14th, Rich, I know it's dear to your heart, the par 3. You made an ace there in tournament history, won a car. How do you tell the players to play it?
Hit a 7-iron, a high little draw 7-iron, and 2-hop it right in the hole, Luke. That's what I suggest. That makes it easy.
And choosing the 8-iron here. This looks to be heading to the green.
Wow, very aggressive play on this approach, putting some pressure on their rival Brooke Henderson.
This putt was about 8 feet. Nice line. Look at him just surging ahead at the top of the leaderboard.
What do we catch up with Brooke Henderson?
She's trying to pull ahead in this group rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Oh dear. Can she get out of this one?
They'll have to get there.
And there it goes from the sand. Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look.
Our current leader is enjoying a 10-shot lead.
And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action. Wonderfully played. From about 130 yards here. Going with the 8-iron here.
That's a super shot. That's another green in regulation.
Dare I say, Luke, this player has been in fuego with his approach shots. Another green in regulation. Oh, you know you want to.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? This putt right on 12 feet to the hole.
This for a birdie run.
Looking good.
Wonderful shot.
Back-to-back birdies moving the right direction there, Luke.
He's currently sitting in first place.
3 holes remaining. This is what it's all about. Time to see who is going to get it done.
Going with the pitching wedge here. That's nicely done. A look to get to 13 under par.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie. Rolling end over end. This putt's looking great.
Par putt coming up here. In she goes. Let's head to the next. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard.
And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action.
Well, well played. Time for the second shot at the 17th. And this player's really going after it here, Rich.
I tell you what a sensational play. This player stepped up their game, a bold play, hopefully a bold reward.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 16 feet from the cup.
This one's looking good.
And now over to Brooke Henderson's next shot.
She got one back on that last hole.
And this one is for her par. Looking really good, this one.
That was a narrow miss.
So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. One of the most famous finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich. This 18th at Riviera is a classic.
Aim for the palm trees in the distance, which are located just on the left-hand side of the green. A good tee shot there will set up an awesome looking second.
Tee shot is looking good here.
Henny, what's the player facing here?
Setting up here from about 175 yards.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader.
It's amazing to see how good this player is in full flow.
He knows if he can get this putt to drop, he'll win the event.
Looking better.
Well, a spectacular week comes to a close. Congratulations to the Genesis Invitational winner, Riviera, the home of your champion.
It was a Hollywood ending for this winner. What a performance all week long.
Well, Rich, we saw from the get-go that this player was right on song this week, just a class above.
Luke, it's always fun to see a player when they are in full flight as they were this week. It was a blast to watch. Unbelievable job all around.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, and on behalf of all the hard-working folks at HB Studios, it's goodbye for now. SK Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup.
Today's coverage of the Northern Shore Open is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group today.
Hi Luke, I'm pleased to be covering this featured group. We've got a fresh rivalry developing between these two players as well, so that should provide some great entertainment to the spectators this week.
So it looks like they're trying to beat Collin Morikawa this week. That's ambitious. Seems like a friendly duel from the outside, but could create some extra sparks today.
I almost just have to laugh. Someone saying they're going to beat Collin Morikawa. Does that even happen these days? He's one of the most consistent players on tour. I don't know that he's beatable.
Well, it's been accused of having a balky putter occasionally, but you're right. Iron play as good as Tiger Woods in his prime. The short game's irresistible, but I think the most impressive thing about young Collin is his mindset. He's got a 40-year-old mind on a 20-year-old body. No wonder he's winning at a decent rate of knots.
They have absolutely flushed that one. Collin Morikawa, he was meant to be the original and best approach player, but I think we have a new sheriff in town.
Well done. Take the birdie.
I've never been disappointed by starting off my round with the birdie, Luke, I can tell you that.
Our leader is Collin Morikawa as we head to the next.
Now let's hear from our on-course reporter, John McCarthy, who I see is just rolling up his beach towel. Been striding the fairways here in Florida for the last couple of days leading up to the event. John, what's the Emery Beach Club all about?
Well, Luke, one thing it's about is it's about water. Water hazards will feature prominently on this course this week. The greens also very undulating. There are ridges, there are shelves, there are tiers. I hope the players have done their homework this week because these approach shots into these greens, they're always important, but especially so here at Emery Beach. Several holes feature one of Beamer's nemesis, the tiny bunker. The tiny bunker is in play this week, so you got to be careful off the tee as they seem to pop out where you least expect them. Beautiful Florida course, though. I will enjoy the scenery, and I hope the players will enjoy the challenge of Emery Beach Club this week.
Collin Morikawa is coming off an eagle on his last hole, and that moves him to within one stroke of the lead.
That dog will hunt.
Now over to Collin Morikawa.
He's one stroke behind his rival in this event.
Oh, almost went in.
Yes, fantastic stuff. Got to say, well done. Birdie guaranteed. Thank you.
Time for the second shot into the third. Oh, wonderfully played chip shot.
Great touch.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down.
Oh, what about this start?
Just the start they were looking for, Luke.
After that hole, this player is currently in first place, with Collin Morikawa in second.
Well, this is a little bit of a birdie blitz going on from the player. Can they make another?
I tell you what, they're set up quite nicely for the first opening holes. Birdies galore.
Oh, that one's straight at the pipe. Well, that's well played, and a great birdie opportunity coming up here at the fourth.
You know what? That deserves a golf clap.
Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
And that's their 4th birdie of the day. And that will take him to 4 under. Still in the lead now after that hole. The 5th hole here at Emery Beach Golf Club is a 172-yard par 3 from the back tees. Rich, your thoughts?
Luke, the water on the left-hand side really is just there for decoration. Doesn't come into play. The difficult part, though, is this green sits well above the fairway there on the left-hand side. Most players are going to be bailing out, not wanting to go in that bunker to the right, but you miss it out to the left. You got a really challenging up and down.
This one's for birdie. Ooh, nice line. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And that will take him to 5 under. And now that finds him in 1st place. Now with the honour on a par 5.
That's a nice looking tee shot, that one.
Luke, that did not end up where you said it was going to. It's in the rough. Pretty good shot there.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. Didn't that look good for a long time? Lining up the birdie putt here.
Now let's switch our focus to Collin Morikawa.
He's currently in 2nd place, hoping to overtake the leader.
Oh, can you believe it? That's remarkable.
Oh, this one out of a smelly spot on the golf course, but no bother for this player.
Our current leader is enjoying a 6-stroke advantage. Looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot. Oh, that was pummeled. Great drive. Few players in the history of the game have had a bigger impact so early in their career than Collin Morikawa, Rich. Some comparisons go as close to Tiger Woods.
As they should be currently right now with what he has done in the game so far in his young career. He's come out each and every week and put pressure on every single player because of his ball striking and because they know that there's no weaknesses in his game other than sometimes the putter. But when you hit it as good as he does, you're bound to make a putt now and again. And each and every week when he shows up, players on the driving range are looking at him going, okay, he's here. I got to have my A game.
Certainly feels like sky's the limit for Collin Morikawa.
2 major championships under his belt right now. Surely more in his future.
Looks good off the blade. That's frustrating.
Just a tiny putt is all that remains.
Now 7 strokes up after that hole. Let's see what happens here at the 8th. Going with the 5-iron here.
That's a good shot by him. He'll be delighted. And he's down there You got a read?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
It's got a chance. And that putt will drop, and he'll extend his lead. And with that, he'll move to 7 under. Incredible.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that.
And after a birdie at the last, they take the honour on the hole. Oh my, that was launched. Second shot here on the 9th.
Looks like they've got the 5-wood.
Oh, right by the hole. Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently in 5th place.
Gee, that'll keep the momentum rolling, Rich.
Needed it. Needed that in a big way, chipping in for the par.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we?
It's just about 3 feet away.
They can open up their wings after this if it goes in. This one goes for eagle.
Oh, that's a ripper. Here we go, Rich. In the lead, late in the championship. It's exciting.
Well, it's been great watching this player get the best of their rival, but still a long way to go until the end of this tournament. Let's see how it shakes out.
Nicely done.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
And from about 105 yards.
Yeah, that one's looking good. Oh, they're dialed in. It's an absolute clinic.
Well, the practice is paying off here, Luke. This player is relentless.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie.
Currently at 10 under par overall. This is quite an astonishing performance by our leader. Their advantage now out to double digits. I'm not sure if the chase back is good enough to catch them.
Pegging it up on the 11th hole here. Opting for the hybrid, I think. There's this one to kick right. Okay, Henny. What's he looking at with this putt?
Just got to trickle this one in the front door. It's downhill. This really looks good.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
Going with the 5-wood. That's inside the house of opportunity. Let's take a look at the leaderboard as it stands. Here we are, Rich, on the 12th tee at Emery Beach. And this par 5 is at 550 from the back tees.
And what a hole this is. Bunker down the right-hand side comes into play if you really mishit it, but the one right in the center, that little zit, I tell you what, that is going to make some players angry. I can promise you that. If you avoid all that, second shot, fairly straightforward. Anything bailing out to the right is going to lead to a really simple pitch shot for your up and down birdie.
This shot here from about 240 yards.
That was special. Trying to move to 13 deep here with this putt. It's tracking. And he just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hole. And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. Wow, that was just striped. Second shot here on the 13th. "18 feet to the cup." Ooh. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par.
Now over to Colin Morikawa.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Ooh, right by the hole. And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard.
We've arrived at a par 4.
Well struck.
From about 200 yards out.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron. That's some good golf right there.
Now let's switch our focus to Colin Morikawa.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole. Oh, they're going to walk this one in.
Let's get back to it, shall we? This putt here to get to 14 under the card.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Oh, just missed. Oh, that's too bad. You know, Luke Donald once made all 400 plus attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour.
And now we find ourselves with a par 4 here.
Great shot.
Taking aim from about 170 yards.
And choosing the 8-iron here. That's a great shot here at the 15th. It sets up a look for birdie.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
Like the look of this one. And down it goes. Now 14 under, heading down the stretch.
Seemingly an insurmountable lead with just 4 to play. Gotta like his position.
And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Setting up this putt 29 feet from the cup.
Ouch, that hurts. And after that effort, that's how it looks. always love these holes. Here we have a par 3. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge.
He's got this thing dialed in here, looking good.
Always nice to have a birdie putt.
Oh, well played.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
Emery Beach Golf Club is another one of these courses, Rich, that has a short par 4 at 17th.
It does. As you can see, a massive bunker down the left-hand side. So players really want to bail out to the right and leave themselves with just a nice, short little pitch shot. Only the brave and the longest are really going to want to challenge this green. A great opportunity for one final birdie.
Found the green side rough. Still, not a bad spot.
Ooh, that almost went down. Just 3 feet to the cup.
Little birdie look in here.
And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard.
And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action.
And a chance to ice the tournament here, holding the lead, playing the last. Oh, seems to have got a big piece of that one, striped. Well, I like the way this person's playing. Birdies all over that scorecard.
Yes, the only thing that could ruin it now is a triple bogey.
Going with the hybrid.
And tidy looking shot, that one.
Yeah, that was a safe play.
This putt for him to win the event.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
This is tracking.
And what a way to win it. Lovely putt.
Backing up the Brinks truck once again this week. Filling it up.
Why not take another look at that effort? Well, Rich, after that hot start, it's probably little surprise that this player powered through to victory.
Luke, that was the performance of a lifetime. Hats off. They dominated every facet of the game. Never let their foot up off the gas.
On behalf of myself, Rich Beem, and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in, and see you next time.